Assalamu alaikum students, how are you doing? Let's take out your second English book 2. Today we are going to discuss, we are going to study the poetry of unit number 7. Secondary English book 2. Poetry from secondary English book 2, unit number 7. Let me check the name of the students and their IDs. Let's check out your second English book 2, unit number 7. We are going to complete its poetry from unit number 7, The Trap. And in this time, please let me check the name of the students, whether they are proper or not. Yesterday, I have encountered 2 or 3 fake IDs, and take out your second English book 2. Please let me know the page number. What is the page number? The Trap, unit number 7. Page number 75. I'm talking about its poetry. Moizullah Sheikh, today I am going to unmute you. Check if you are unmuted. Assalamu alaikum, Moizullah Sheikh. Can you hear?
Walaikum assalam. Yes, sir.
Very good. Sads and Shanzi. Afzal.
Assalamualaikum, sir.
Walaikum salam. Elsa Imran. I have unmuted you, Elsa Imran. Check it out, please. Okay, one of you please start the reading. Start reading the text.
Yes, sir. That night, after Ray and Anna had gone to bed, Carl once more made the journey from the farmhouse to the top of fence line.
May I stop?
One,
See what is here. Page number
Sir,
75.
page number
75.
the trap. That red fox, back in the furthest field, caught in my hidden trap, was half mad with fear during the night. He must have ripped his foot from the cold steel. I saw him early this morning, dragging his hurt leg, bleeding a path across the gold wheat, whining in the pain, his eyes like the cracked marbles. I followed as he moved, his thin body pulled to one side in a weird helplessness. He hit the wire fence, pushing it through into the deep morning corn, and was gone. The old man looked around the kitchen to see if anyone was listening. Crazy red fox will kill my chickens no longer. Will die somewhere in hiding. He lit brown tobacco carefully, watching the blue smoke rise and disappear.
Okay,
In the move,
stop here. Okay, Jinesh Shagir, I have
yes, sir.
did you. Any one of you except Biha?
in the movement of the air, scratching his red nose slowly, thinking something grave for a long moment. He stared out of the bright window. He won't last long with that leg, he said. The old man turned his head to see if his wife was listening, but she was deep in thought, her stained fingers pressing red berries in a pie.
Very good. Okay. Anyone want to read again it?
Sir, can I?
Read again. Who is that?
Sir, there's more.
Who is this?
The trap. Sir Naveen.
And there's more on next page.
Okay, you can. Then we will
Sir,
discuss.
shall I start reading again?
Yes, you should.
The
Yes.
trap. That red fox back in the furthest field, caught in my hidden trap, was half mad with fear. During the night he must have ripped his foot from the cold steel. I saw him early this morning, dragging his hurt leg, bleeding a path across the cold wheat, winning with the pain. His eyes like cracked marble. I followed as he moved, his thin body pulled to one side in a weird helplessness. He hit the wire fence, pushing through it into the deep morning corn, and was gone. The old man looked around the kitchen to see if anyone was listening. Crazy red fox will kill my chickens no longer, will die somewhere in hiding. He lit the brown tobacco carefully, watching the blue smoke rise and disappear. In the moment of the air, scratching his red nose slowly, thinking something grave for a long moment, he stared out of the bright window. He won't last long with that leg, he said. The old man turned his head to see if his wife was listening, but she was deep in thought, her stained fingers pressing red berries in a pie.
Okay.
Sir, there's more on next page. Can I read?
Yes.
He turned his white head toward the open window again. Yes, I'll ride it into the backfield first thing. Some mighty big corn back there this year. Mighty big corn. His wife looked up from her work, smiled almost secretly to herself, and finished packing the ripe berries into the pale crust.
Yes. What have you understood? What did you? What idea did you get from this? If we talk,
Sir, can I tell?
Nanda, yes.
In this poem, there was a fox who got trapped in one of the hunter's
Okay.
trap, but the fox managed to escape the trap, but his foot was badly injured and it was bleeding. It uh, it went to a farmer's farm. Then next morning he he hid in the cornfield. When the farmer saw him, he uh, he he thought that he will kill my chickens and will soon die hiding somewhere. Then he lit a brown tobacco to kill the fox, but when he saw the fox's leg, he stopped and thought that the fox won't last any longer with that leg. And when he said that to his wife wasn't listening to him because she was deep in thought with the pie.
Yes. Okay. You were saying that the all who set the trap? Did you recognize it? Did you identify it? Who set the trap first? The
The
hunter,
farmer.
farmer. It is the farmer who set the trap, or it is the hunter
Yes.
who set the trap. Who was that?
It's the hunter.
Who was that?
It's the hunter.
It's the hunter, not a farmer. Naveen, once again, please go through the poem, okay? By your own. Okay. Uh, Abhiha, you were saying that he lit the brown tobacco in order to kill the fox.
Fox.
Please read, start reading from here. Crazy red fox. Uh, between
Crazy red
line,
fox.
the line I'm talking about, into the deep morning gone and was gone. Okay, the stanza is completed over here. The next stanza is starting here. The old man looked around the kitchen to see if anyone was listening. Crazy red fox will kill my chickens no longer. No longer. Crazy red fox is the subject. Will kill my chickens no longer. Will die somewhere else, somewhere in hiding. Okay, he lit the brown tobacco carefully, watching the blue smoke rise and disappear in the movement of air. Okay,
Yes.
so this is
Where? What was
yeah,
that blue smoke?
this is the smoke. This is the
Yes, sir.
when he lit the brown tobacco. It is the sort of smoke when someone else lits the tobacco, so it will rise. It starts rising. So this is the sort of a smoke, and for creating the more, you may see that um, uh, uh, the pictorial representation, the writer, the poets use this sort of words in order to create the more sensory details. Okay, that is why he is using the blue smoke. Okay. uh, so this is not about you were saying that this is he lit the brown tobacco in order to kill. Okay, there was no fox. Okay, fox, if you see the stanza, if you see the earlier stanza, into the deep morning gone and was gone. Who was gone? The fox was gone. Okay, so uh,
Sir,
please
why did he lit the brown tobacco?
go on. Yes, he lit the brand tobacco.
He lit the brown tobacco carefully, watching the blue smoke rise and disappear in the movement of the air, scratching his red nose slowly, thinking something grave for a long moment. He stared out of the bright window. He won't last long with that leg, he said. The old man turned his head to see if his wife was listening, but she was deep in thought, her stained fingers pressing red berries in a pie.
Okay, so what have you understood? What idea did you get from these lines, from these verses? He was deep
Sir,
thinking. He was a sort of feeling that he was grieving. Uh, uh, the fox was hurt, okay, and it was hurt by means of his trap. That is what he was deeply thinking, and he was a sort of you may say that a soft corner for the fox. That is why he was lighting the tobacco, brown tobacco, and looking it, watching the blue smoke rising and disappear in the movement of air, scratching his red nose slowly, thinking something grave. The meaning of the grave is very serious. For a long moment, he stared out of the bright window. He won't last long with that leg. And he was saying that he won't last long with that leg. Okay, he said. The old man turned his head. He was still thinking about the fox. Okay, thinking about the fox, that he won't last long with that leg. He said.
Yes.
Solomon turned his head. So he had the he had a grief, sorrow. You may say that soft feeling related to the fox. In spite of setting the trap, actually he wanted to save his chickens. Okay, that is why he set the trap. But after setting the trap, after hurting the fox, he was feeling a sort of you may say that the sympathy. A feeling of sympathy. He was uh, suffering from the feeling of sympathy for the fox, and he was having a soft corner for the fox. That is why the poet is saying, the poet is writing this sort of verses. These verses that are instead of in spite of getting rid of the fox, this is the human nature, that we human has a soft corner, and you may see that sympathy for anything in the world, whether we talk about the animals, whether we talk about the men's, the human. So this is the human feelings. This is the human nature. So anyone can again. Now, what is your opinion, Muizullah? As I have told you, you guys.
Yes, sir. After the fox was caught in the trap. The hunter felt bad that he won't last long with his leg. He will die, and he was deep thinking about that.
And so on. Anyone of you except Muiz and Abiha, go ahead, please. And what else he did? Okay, how many of you are unmuted right now?
Sir, three, I think.
The three only.
Okay. Zain Ahmed, I have unmuted you. You again muted yourself. कहाँ Zainul Abidin? Zain Ahmed, beta. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, beta. What have you understood from this poem? We are discussing the last line of this page, the last verses of this page, starting from the old man turned his head to see if his wife was listening, but she was deep in thought, her sand fingers pressing red berries in a pie. He turned his white head toward the open window again. Yes, from starting from here till the red berries in a pie. So, what have you understood? What idea did you get?
सर
Yes.
सर मेरा नेट का वो प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है सर आपकी स्लाइड भी शो नहीं हो रही
Oh, do you have the book?
No, sir.
You don't have the book. Okay. Taha Zainul Abidin. Taha Zainul Abidin.
Yes, sir.
Ji beta, Taha Zainul Abidin. Have you got any idea from our discussion? Shazib,
Yes, sir.
do you want to share your ideas here? Add your
Yes, sir. When the hunter saw the fox and he wanted to kill it, he felt guilty because he did something wrong. So now he is feeling bad what he did.
yes. Then yes, Shazib. Go on. Card, go on, please. Continue. Please continue, you guys. Shazib, why are you not continuing?
Assalamualaikum, sir.
Walaikum salam. Zaid, please continue, beta.
Sir, I shall continue the reading.
No, we have done the reading. We are now discussing its main event, main points, okay, of this poem. So, do you want to add your opinion here? I'm talking about the old man done his ad. We have discussed till he won't last long with that flag. He said, okay, the old man turned his head to see if his wife was listening, but she was deep in thought. Her strength. So, starting from here to till the pie, and then uh, continue the remaining verses. Yes.
Sir, he in this paragraph, the old man,
This is not the paragraph. This is the these are the stanzas and verses. Okay.
in this stanza, the old man has caught the fox which was eating eating the chickens of the farmer, and he was very excited that that fox will now no longer survive more. He thought. He looked back and so then looked back to make sure that his wife was not watching to hear
Okay.
but she
Why did you stop?
but she was in a but she was what do we say that but she was in a deep thought, putting the red berries in the pie, so she did not notice the farmer, but afterwards her wife noticed the farmer, and she smiled secretly.
Okay. Very good. Fatna Bilal Malik, please discuss the last verses. Umme Aman, Fatna, Abiya, rest of the participants, you all are requested to please wrap it up and discuss the last stanza and last verses. Yes.
Sir, the last verse is he turned his white head.
Yes. The internet connection is unstable. That is why we are tackling the problem. Yes, Ahmed. Moizullah Sheikh, beta. Moizullah.
So,
Beta, continue the last verses.
he turned his white head. Okay, sir. Uh, then he went back after being in a deep thought. He went back to the field. Yes,
He went back. He was saying that, guess I will ride into the backfield. I will ride. Guess.
yes, sir. Then he said that I will just go back to the field,
The,
and then his wife looked up from the from her work and smiled
Her wife
secretly to
was
herself.
seeing that.
yes, continue, please.
Sir, her wife was seeing, but she secretly smiled. She secretly smiled because she did not wanted to realize him that she was watching him.
Yes, that is the thing. But if we summarize this form, what is the sentence? What is the theme of this form? If we discuss. Yes,
In this poetry, the red fox, it was being trapped by the man.
yes. Then,
So the red fox wanted to leave, wanted to exit, but the person who trapped him, he didn't wanted him to go. So
so that
he dragged the red fox leg and a bleeded part around the gold fleet.
and despite of trapping the fox and hurting the fox, the man has a soft corner, has a feeling of guilt, that he was feeling guilty, that he hurt the fox, the living thing, and he uh, had, uh,
And sir, when he dragged the red fox leg, so the leg was bleeding, and so the red fox eyes was being filled with the red fox eyes was looking like marbles, so much shining.
the marble, cracked marble. It is written here the cracked marble. What is why the poet is written the cracked marble? Because of the feeling, and he
Sir, because
the feeling.
the red fox leg was bleeding and the fox was having so hurted, so that's why
The poet has used the
the
word.
poet has written the cracked marbles.
Usually, the fox eyes resemble to the marbles. We can see it. Okay, so
Sir, because he
he,
was having eye tears in her eyes, her eyes, so that
this
the eyes was shining, and the poet has written in the poem about marbles.
say this is the poetic device. The metaphor has used by the poem, by the poet has used the metaphor. Okay, correct marbles. The marbles, the eyes of the fox seem to be a marble, a sort of marble. Okay, it looks like a marble. So he used the word crack marble due to his pen. Okay, he was feeling pain, whining with the his eyes.
Sir, because the fox was hurted.
Yes. Anyone of you want the point? Anyone of you wants to add any point? Yes. Do you want any point?
Sir, when the crazy fox entered in the field of the old man, so he realized that the red fox will kill the chickens. So the chickens will be chickens starting hiding.
No, no, I'm not talking about this thing. This is just it is written related to the chicken. In this stanza, or there is only one verse: "Will kill my chicken no longer. Crazy red fox will kill my chickens no longer," and there is nothing else related to the chickens. Okay, in this form, we can understand that the kindness of the man, in spite of having the damages and the danger of the fox, he wanted to get rid of the fox, but on the other hand, he has a feeling of kindness for him. He wanted to save his leg. He wanted to dress his leg, because of that his leg is bleeding due to because he must have ripped his foot, okay, with the cold steel. So he wanted to dress its leg, and he wanted to save his life. uh, he was unable to do it because of its field and the chickens. But he has a feeling of kindness, because this is the human nature, that if you want to do something wrong, so if you do something wrong, you must have a feeling of guilt. You must feel the guilty, and you must repent on that bad deeds. So that is the feeling of human nature, and he has the feeling of kindness. So if we say that, it will not be wrong. Okay, so I have shown the word meaning in your screen.
Shall I read the word meanings?
It is not, I think, need to. You don't need to read the word meaning. You can see the word meaning and write it down in your notebook. Okay. There are some words I have taken from the form. You can say, you can see. Anything else you want to know about this form?
Sir, no.
Then Shanze, you can. I have unmuted you. Today we are. I'm also encountering the problem, the internet problem here. And the student also. Yes, Sadhan Shanze.
Should I tell that which lesson have we
Yeah,
got it from this poetry?
you can. In this time, you can. I'm unmuting Sadhan Shanze. Sadhan Shanze, I have unmuted you many times, but it doesn't work. Why? I don't know.
So it might be some internet problem.
It is the internet problem.
So they must have some.
And they are gone. Okay. So these are the word meaning. You can write down in your notebook. Take a screenshot of this word meaning. Have you all taken the screenshots?
Yes.
Okay. These are the questions. What did the fox do when he was caught in the trap? What is the answer of this question? What would be the answer?
The fox tried to escape it.
If you see uh, the first stanza, then you can get the idea. Yes, caught in my hidden trap, was half mad with fear. During the night, he must have ripped his food. Yes,
He must have sacrificed his foot to escape.
uh, the question is that what did the fox do when he was caught in the trap? What did he do when he was trapped?
He was half mad with fear.
Yes, and Haris,
And
show me the screen. Beta, there is only one screen for the all students, and there is no any separate screen for the any separate student. Okay, if you cannot see the screen, so there might be the issue of your internet or
Sir, can I tell the answer of question
you
number 1?
yes, you can. Your any gadget. Okay, check it out, please. This
The
is
fox was ha- the
Sir,
fox
can I
was
give the
half
answer of
mad.
question number 3?
question number 1. Please let the question number 1 complete it.
The fox was half mad, caught in a trap, and she tried to escape from the trap.
Okay. If he the fox was half mad with fear, and he and had ripped his foot from the cold steel, and you can see he was dragging his leg. Um, okay, so and bleeding across the wheat, and his eyes were looking like a cracked marble. Okay, you can write down these points in your answer, and you can construct your answer taking some points, uh, some of the points which I have told you. Yes, Saad and Shanzia, I have unmuted you again, but it is uh, when I see you, it's unmuted. It's muted you. Yes,
Sir, they are unmuted, Sadhan Shanzia.
you are unmuted.
Not unmuted.
If you want to add any points, you can. I have unmuted you. Question number 2. The farmer set the trap
Sir, the farmer set the trap because he wanted to
Because he
Have
wanted to
a
save
meal.
the life of a chicken.
to prevent the fox from the chicken from eating his chickens. Okay, the farmer
Yes.
set the trap to prevent the fox uh, from eating his chickens. Okay, so question number 3. Do you think the title the fox would have been better than the trap? Give a reason for your opinion. Yes.
Sir, in my opinion, it would be yes because the red fox was being trapped
It is
by the farmer
this poem is
in his farm.
the is this poem about the trap or the consequences after the trap or about the fox?
No, sir.
First realize it. This is about the trap and the after effects of the trap, or the fox, or about the fox. It is
It is both.
it is about the trap and the consequences after the trap.
No, sir. Sir, it is about the trap because, sir, the main point to the poem is about the trap, not about the fox.
Yes, that is why I was saying that is exactly the same thing I'm saying. Yes. So what would be the right title?
Sir, the trap.
The trap. So how will you construct your answer?
In my opinion, the trap is the right title for the poem because the poem was
Highlight.
Related to a fox and trap both, and it tells the story of a fox who gets trapped in a
sir, the story was direct to the trap. It was not about the fox.
it was about the fox.